Hollywood, a beacon of creativity and storytelling, has long grappled with a darker side. Accusations of racism and discrimination that tarnish the legacies of some of its biggest stars. Here, we explore some of the most contentious figures in Hollywood history and the accusations that have brought their reputations under scrutiny. Number 1. Walt Disney. Walt Disney, revered as a pioneer of animation, has faced allegations of racism and anti-Semitism. While some colleagues defended him, others shared troubling anecdotes. Bill Melendez, a Mexican-born animator, described Disney as intimidating and openly prejudiced. Disney's 1938 meeting with Nazi filmmaker Leni Riefenstahl, shortly after Kristallnacht, raised further concerns about his sympathies. Disney's films, such as Dumbo and Song of the South, have been criticized for perpetuating offensive stereotypes. Within the studio, discrimination reportedly extended to hiring practices. Floyd Norman, Disney Studios' first African-American animator, was hired only in 1957, and there were accounts of dismissals based on perceived race. Women were also excluded from creative roles. A 1938 rejection letter to a female applicant explicitly stated that women were not considered for such positions. Disney's discriminatory practices continue to spark debate about his legacy. Number 2. Michael Richards. Michael Richards, best known as Kramer from Seinfeld, saw his career derailed in 2006 after a racially charged tirade during a stand-up performance. Richards repeatedly used racial slurs. In response to black audience members, and the incident, captured on video, caused widespread outrage. Although he apologized publicly, many felt his remorse lacked sincerity. Subsequent efforts to rebuild his career were largely unsuccessful, with his actions continuing to overshadow his work. Number 3. Lea Michele. Lea Michele's 2020 support for Black Lives Matter backfired when Glee co-star Samantha Marie Ware accused her of racist and bullying behavior on set. Other cast members corroborated Ware's claims, painting Michele as a difficult and racially insensitive colleague. Michele issued a public apology, but critics questioned its sincerity. The backlash severely damaged her public image, leaving a lasting stain on her career. Number 4. Hartley Sawyer. Hartley Sawyer, known for his role in The Flash, was fired in 2020 after old tweets containing racist, misogynistic, and homophobic remarks were uncovered. The tweets included disturbing comments about violence and bigotry. The show's producers emphasized their commitment to an inclusive environment, and Sawyer's apology did little to mitigate the fallout. His career has yet to recover. Number 5. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's fall from grace began with allegations of racism during his time on House of Cards. Earl Blue, a security contractor, accused Spacey of refusing to interact with black team members and making disparaging remarks. These allegations were compounded by multiple accusations of sexual misconduct, leading to his dismissal from major projects. Spacey's career has been irreparably damaged, and his legacy remains deeply tarnished. Number 6. William Frawley. William Frawley, beloved for his role as Fred Mertz on I Love Lucy, was known for his volatile temper and racist language, including hostility toward his Cuban co-star, Desi Arnaz. While some dismissed his behavior as a reflection of the era, his on-set actions strained relationships with cast members. Frawley's legacy is complicated by these controversies, even as his work remains celebrated. Number 7. Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby, a legendary entertainer, participated in blackface performances in several films, perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Although he had a professional relationship with Louis Armstrong, Crosby's use of racial slurs revealed a more troubling side. Defenders argue he was a product of his time, but his actions contributed to the systemic racism prevalent in early Hollywood. Number 8. Taylor Selfridge. Taylor Selfridge faced backlash after old tweets containing racist remarks resurfaced. MTV canceled her Teen Mom OG appearance, citing its commitment to accountability. Selfridge's apology acknowledged her immaturity at the time, but critics questioned her sincerity. The incident highlights the long-lasting impact of past actions in today's culture of accountability. Number 9. Kirk Douglas. Rumors of Kirk Douglas's mistreatment of Natalie Wood at age 15 continue to cloud his legacy, though they remain unsubstantiated. Douglas's reputation for being difficult on set and controlling directors further complicated his image. Despite his acclaimed career, these controversies cast a shadow over his contributions to Hollywood. Number 10. John Wayne. John Wayne's 1971 Playboy interview revealed unapologetic support for white supremacy and derogatory views of Native Americans. His remarks, defending historical injustices and opposing progressive portrayals in cinema, cemented his reputation as a defender of outdated ideologies. Wayne's legacy remains divisive, with calls to remove his name from public honors, reflecting a re-evaluation of his contributions. Number 11. Abby Lee Miller. Abby Lee Miller, the notoriously strict dance instructor from Dance Moms, became a controversial figure for reasons far beyond her intense coaching style. While the show gave young dancers a platform to shine, the atmosphere behind the scenes was often described as toxic, fueled by Miller's behavior. The controversy reached a boiling point when Adriana Smith, the mother of dancer Cameron Smith from Season 8, accused Miller of racist conduct. These allegations came to light after Miller posted a black square on Instagram in support of Blackout. Tuesday, a social media movement following George Floyd's death. Smith quickly called out Miller's post as hypocritical and shared her troubling experiences of racism on the show. The controversy did not stop with Smith's revelations. Another parent, Camille Bridges, also came forward with similar complaints about Miller. Bridges accused Miller of cultural appropriation and failing to value the contributions of black choreographers. These additional allegations supported Smith's claims and painted a broader picture of a pattern of behavior that many found unacceptable. Number 12. James Jimmy Stewart. James Jimmy Stewart, widely known as an Oscar-winning actor and a decorated war hero, is remembered for classic films like It's a Wonderful Life and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Often seen as the quintessential all-American good guy, Stewart's off-screen persona was more complicated, marked by a quick temper and troubling racial views. One of the most glaring examples of Stewart's racial prejudice occurred in 1971 during the production of The Jimmy Stewart Show. When Hal Williams, a black actor, was cast as a police officer, Stewart vehemently objected. He insisted that Williams be replaced with a white actor, stating he did not want a black man lecturing him on television. This incident reflected Stewart's belief in racial hierarchies, which significantly impacted his reputation. Stewart's personal life also had moments of tension and controversy, particularly with his close friend and fellow actor Henry Fonda. Despite their strong bond, the two had starkly opposing political views, leading to a physical altercation. Afterward, they made a pact never to discuss politics again, a promise they maintained throughout their 50-year friendship. Hollywood's history is fraught with stories of discrimination and prejudice. While some of these figures remain celebrated for their artistic achievements, their legacies are undeniably complicated by the controversies that continue to provoke discussion and reflection.